Hey, all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly value, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow.
What you do for a living? Like, what do you work? They want to figure out if you can financially handle bills, right? They may ask questions about, you ever been in trouble with the law, and things like that. They're trying to figure out if you're a criminal or not, right? They want to make sure you're not going to beat them, cheat on them, etc. But all these people that are asking these questions, what you bring to the table on these platforms, just take a look at the messengers. None of them have relationships or even a marriage. They don't even have it. So why are you taking advice from people that cannot show you a viable relationship of anything? I never understand that. And people, oh yeah, he right, she right. Right about what? Listening to single people talk will keep you single. Because what are they going to teach you? Only thing they can experts in is being single. So what you bring to the table type of stuff, I'm very hardcore against that, because I believe men should be about their bag and get their bag and don't even date until you get it. Because you got to have resources. That's the bottom line. If you don't have resources as a man, you shouldn't even feel right as a man without resources.
Okay. That's an interesting take. My opinion of the question of what do you bring to the table, I don't know that I have a problem with the concept of that. I think what I have more of an issue with is what that's based upon in today's conversation.
Okay.
I think 100 years ago, that's a different kind of conversation. I think at this point, we don't know what the other one is even supposed to, quote, bring to the table in order to assess whether it's valid or not, or whether it's valuable or not. For instance, I'll give you an example. When women talk about, well, in order to date me, he got to make 6 figures. He needs to make more than $100,000 a year.
Mm-hmm.
Now, my problem with that is you, as the women who typically say that, don't even have a real concept of $100,000 a year. Right. What it takes to make that, what kind of character traits you have to have in order to do that, and to also maintain that. That's number one. And then number two, my issue with women who make that a constant talking point is they place too much value on a man's pocket. Should a man have resources if he wants to build a family? Yes. He should have, at minimum, the plan, not the dream, the plan, the vision, how he's going to get to a certain place in his life, clarity of his mind, what he's trying to do, and not trying to, we'll see how it go in not only a relationship, but every aspect of his life. He gonna see where it go. Not that. A guy that actually has some type of plan, he understands what he wants to do, and he can make some type of order out of his life in order to get there, some steps to get there. That way he understands what kind of woman he needs to help him achieve that, to be the helpmeet, as we say from a biblical standpoint. What kind of support does he need from a woman? He needs her to be more than just pretty, more than just whatever superficial things. Maybe he needs her to be intelligent. Maybe he needs her to have other qualities that would actually assist him. But I think women put too much onus on how much money he has to have, rather than what kind of person he is and the potential to be that kind of person. Because a man can be broke. Let me put it this way. There are men who can make money, lose it, and because of who they are, make it again. So just because he's broke right now doesn't mean he's going to stay that way. because of who he is, not what he has. He doesn't have a poverty mindset. His mind is not poor. His pocket might be a little low right now, but that's okay. If he has good leadership skills, good, you know what I'm saying, ability to create order and structure, that's actually going to go a long way for his husband station and whether or not he's ready for that. I hope I'm not rambling too much.
No.
But my point is, like, even from the other side, you got men that'll say, I just need her sex, silence, and a sandwich. That's not what you need. That's not what you need. It sounds catchy, but that's not even real. And that's not what you need. That's not a real woman. Any woman can fake that. Any female with a double X chromosome can figure out a sandwich and some sex and don't be bothered with you. That's not a marriage either. So my point kind of goes back to, I just don't think we have a good criteria for what is valuable to even make a good judgment. I think at this point, it's just talking points. Like you said, like, people are single giving this so-called advice. And my question is always, especially when they get too deep into the trenches, my question in the back of my mind is always, when was the last time you had a successful relationship? And what did it consist of?